Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are grown-ups. It's time to kick them out of the house and let them fend for themselves. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. The Trump administration is seriously considering privatizing Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. It's long past time that this be done. The business of the two giants is to bundle and sell mortgages to investors with a government guarantee. That is, investors are covered if there are losses because of homeowner defaults. Washington, via the Federal Housing Finance Agency, took control of both entities in 2008 because of their massive losses. The seizures were called conservatorships. The takeover was supposed to be temporary, yet here we are a generation later and the conservatorships are still intact. Fannie and Freddie are the gargantuan elephants of the housing market. They back some $7 trillion in mortgages. They have an eye-popping line of credit with the Treasury Department of $254 billion. They charge a so-called guarantee fee of around 2/3% on each mortgage. Fannie tends to work with larger financial institutions, while Freddie goes with the smaller ones. It's a nice business. As President Trump noted, they are gushing lots of cash. The Trumpites estimate the market cap of these two monsters would be $330 billion, with the government share coming to more than $250 billion. In these times of rivers of red ink in Washington, the prospect of getting that much cash without raising taxes can look irresistible. The two got in trouble because they went heavily in debt. Why not, they figured. The higher the leverage, the bigger the profits, which shareholders loved. They could borrow at rock-bottom interest rates because there was an implicit government guarantee. It wasn't written into law, but the financial markets figured Uncle Sam would come to the rescue if there was trouble. The trouble did come with the financial crisis that began in 2007, and the housing market was imploding. Washington stepped in, but shareholders were largely wiped out. What made the two companies particularly complacent was their extraordinary political muscle, especially Fannie Mae's. They made sure every member of Congress learned how important they were to constituents involved in the local housing market, and jobs were to be had for congressional relatives and friends. The challenge of pushing Fannie and Freddie out of the Washington nest are real, but that shouldn't deter the move. Critics say changing the status quo will raise mortgage rates, a particularly sensitive topic at a time when housing affordability is a big issue. If Fannie and Freddie are to be truly private companies, these critics charge, they would need higher profits, which could lead to more expensive mortgages. Guarantee fees would likely go up. This is why the Trump administration doesn't want to do away with implicit guarantees. But this would put Fannie and Freddie back where they were when they got in trouble in the first place. Critics underestimate the power of competition. Instead of combining the two enterprises, as some suggest, they should be broken up into several pieces. Let a vibrant free market arise. As for mortgage rates, the problem here is the Federal Reserve, whose ignorance of inflation is keeping the cost of money unnecessarily high. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions, and I look forward to being with you soon again.